Fighter 6.
Okay, anyway, let's go.
Street Fighter 6.
95番だ。
はい。But where is the comment?
Toreju las carnitas y los espectacos.
Hi, for a long time. Sorry, my Espanol skill is so bad now.
Fighting ground. Online.
Yeah, anyway, practice is...
ジャジャイット39 SOK.
So my English, Espanol skill is getting worse and worse. So anyway, so wait please. So I'll listen. So I'll learn Espanol next summer.
I just said I brought carnitas, Mexican food, and
Oh, carnitas. Oh, very interesting. Oh, right.
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh,
You better have
carnitas
your
are
Sunday's
good.
best on because it's time for business.
oh,
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Starts off zoning with fireballs. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Goes for the surprise rush in. Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Gets back into the corner with pressure building. Takes a trip. Burnout is... Were they baiting them into that?
yeah,
For a mix-up.
diamond.
Oh god, this is tense. Both players all out of guts. A gutsy fireball.
Oh, I could got it.
Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Fires a power wave. Quick burn on the table. Checks the dome. Checks him with a projectile. Connects with medium kick. Takes a trip. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Hits him with a stopping bomb.
No.
Player 2 will need to play it. Just goes for it at this range. Player 1, burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. This can lead to some big damage.
No.
Both sides getting ready. What a finish!
No.
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Open, solid anti-air. Medium kick hits. Raises with power weight! Drops him hard! Looking for it, tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Hits them with a stop and pop. Let burn out, but they may have a plan here. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Power weight! Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. What's next? Throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? With medium post. Whoa! Critical art now? Players are putting it all on the line.
I got the win!
Never ever get a chance to show off the fancy stuff.
I beat the diamond rank.
Player 2 delivers the upset. That's one for the replay.
I beat old ladies.
Another fight is coming your way.
Do you like old lady?
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
The pleasure is mine.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Tries to bait him with the projectile.
never
Champion
know.
finds the mark. Lots of aggression from both sides. Stands firm and blocks the drive-in. Nano's metal level is still kind of low here. They're gonna need to find some chances to boost it. Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. Taking stock. Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow-up? Shoots off a fireball up close. Life lead opens up. Long Quan takes them off their feet. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Jumps up, lifts them with the wrong palm. Who will capitalize on an opening first? They take some time to tag them and take the
Okay.
Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
This charges forward. Brushes off the impact. The throw misses.
No.
Super Arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach just goes for it at this range. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Now, burnout triggered. Player 2 has an empty drive gear. This is a very precarious situation. Time to hit them with a stop and pop.
No.
It's a good spot
No.
to use the super. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean.
ラングブロ FC 系
Put them on a t-shirt with that finish. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one.
Final round. Fight.
Adds a bit of OD spice there. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Hit them with a
ラン
stop
グブ
and
ロボ
pop.
ットビートバイニッキーになる
Straight to the point.
Yep.
Carried to the corner. This may be bad news.
No.
Both sides getting ready. The throw doesn't connect. Big time whip. Oh, the throw connects. Power whip. Shoots their shot. Tries to
No.
get ready to make
Very
it to the
strong.
Amazing. Notice the low kick hit. A jump. Crown them from above. What a finish.
What is this? I didn't know that speed.
It's not over yet.
ラングジェレレスケレジェレレスケレジェレレスケレレ
Shut
ス
that
キ
down
リ
with a parry. Medium kick hits. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Starts off zoning with fireballs. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Waltzes in there and sweeps them off their feet. No good up high. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Mono relies on boosting that metal level up to secure better damage. They're gonna need to work in some grabs somewhere. Coming through. Misses the drive impact. Projectile to try and change the situation. Brushes off the impact. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Jump? Time's the only thing moving here. Pat takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Waltzes in there and sweeps them off their feet. Who will capitalize? A gutsy fireball gives them Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
There's an overdrive art. This round is so important. You can
Nice.
feel the intensity in the air.
Yep.
Rush charges forward. Parries the projectile. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Keeps them guessing with that feint.
No. Fuck.
Quick breather. Player 1 will look. There's a wall
No.
spot. They can't do anything now. Strong
No,
block
I
takes them
missed
off their feet. Breaks the block with a throw. Scrapping it out. Up hits them with a stop. Max SA gauges. Uses the gauge for a super art. Are they dead off this super?
She knows how to play. Fuck.
Just enough. Solid read on the bars. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Uses their drive gauge. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Impact squash. Both fighters look to set things up as they continue to jostle for position. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep.
Long range.
That's gonna leave them rattled. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here.
Woo,
Ready
what?
to throw to the sun. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. What's next? Prophetic top shoot. Gauge throws that off. Are we gonna see a comeback here? This is so tense. A real test of nerves. Perfect execution with the anti-air. The drive impact doesn't work. Do they have what it takes? The low kick hits. Oh my, the throw tech. Looking for a hold. Any throw will whiff at that range. I called it. It is over.
No!
Player 1 made some smart moves there.
Thank you so
Great
much.
game.
へおー、ルーテン。
हाय मीसा आप कैसे हैं?
ロングタイムの C。
Yeah, long time no see.
How are you?
Yeah, beautiful.
I am good.
Nice.
What are you playing?
It's Street Fighter 6. Capcom. Do you know? Street Fighter. It's very popular in Japan.
Combo try.
I don't care わら。
Oh, really?
Carry.
So Japanese gamer loved it more than 30 years.
Carry.
So, esports is started by this game.
I see.
Yeah. Power charge.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
I'm ready.
Time for a beatdown. Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Goes for the surprise rush in. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Takes a drill. Neither of them willing to back off here. Player one is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor.
Oh, what?
In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes.
No!
All right, what's coming up next? Going on the offensive?
No!
This is a prime of experiencing burnout. Play burnout!
No!
KO!
Okay, I got to get me.
Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Raises with power wave. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Big counter. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Smart play to stop the opponent. Going on the offensive? Player one is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. Fires a power wave! Gets scooped from down low. The kick hit!
Okay.
Player two took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the gate. Absorbs the attack and fires back.
No!
They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Put one in the pocket. Reads them.
No!
This is a tough spot.
So powerful. So powerful. Perfect.
Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight.
A brave forward jump there to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Player two got smothered. But what now? Leaning on the overdrive, experiencing burnout. Player two will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Charges in with bare knuckles. Player two needs to use looking to impress with this super. Their life is
No!
What'll happen? Springs forward with a drive rush. Life lead is there. Flatlines us.
Okay.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
One more. Final round.
Sorry.
Adds a bit of OD spice there. Who will come out on top in this final round? Gets a risky. That's gonna leave him rattled. Watch out! Typhoon coming through. Fire! Oh, here we go.
What?
Back into the
Why?
corner. What setup do they have? Fire coming through.
What?
Catches them out. Flatlines them.
No!
I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. Turns the drive gauge. Anticipated that
No.
blocks. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. What's the play here? It's a good job of pushing back. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Gets him.
Okay.
Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight.
They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 1 got completely shut out that round. Can they make a comeback? Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Charges forward. Freezes with power win. Their spacing is so on point. Going on the offensive. Fires a power win. Hits them with a stop and block. Uses the target combo as a filler. Springs forward with the drive rush. Buffs up. Oh, they're in the corner now.
Oh, no.
Hooks them. This is going to deal some big damage. What'll happen? Can this drive bring them back? Oh, Burnham closes it out.
Okay.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see
谢谢你。
if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Chinese, okay.
Interesting.
Today, so there are many Chinese, right?
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Waiting for the opponent to make the first move.
No.
Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Lots of aggression from both sides. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. All right, what's coming up next? Looking for more pressure with that detonation. Player 1 chases them down, takes a trip, lands the forward throw. The corner pressure continues. Player 2 in trouble with no drive. Very critical point of the match with full drive gauge available. Time for KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Who's going to start things off? Close them. What's next? Player 2 didn't manage their drive properly through that round. Meter management is absolutely vital, and they need to manage it properly for this coming round. Knockdown and player 2 will look to apply pressure here.
Hello.
Looking for a chance. Delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive is ready. Jumps up, both fighters planning something. Burnout!
No.
Snacks him with the back. Springs forward with the drive rush. Likely flatlines them. Player 1 brings
Hello.
control. Let's see if they can
Where are you
themselves a
from?
streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. We are here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? The combo is there. Now they get pushed into the corner, or it's going to be very difficult to escape. Player 1 with the life lead. Projectile to try and change the situation. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. They block the overhead and whiffs the throw. Overhead sticks the combo. Fires a power wave. Player 1 chases them down. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Jumps in. Jumps. Grabs and throws them away. Knockdown and in there.
I'm sleepy.
Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Who's going to start things off? Overdrive arc? Still very early in the round. Feeling out the spacing. Delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. This may be it. Charges forward. Looking to impress with this super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. They're sitting on a full super art gauge now. Adds a bit of OD spice there. Low heavy. A super art. The low. Next. Barely blocks the jump in. They gotta take that. What a finish!
OPPAI.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Passes forward with the scissor kick. Manages to block, crowns him from above. Rising tackle raises the roof. Knockdown. Here comes the
Exhibition game free.
Like all the throw connects.
No.
Here we
But
go.
no, it's said
Drive run
about
is in a very good
$30.
spot. These guys are not giving each other any time to breathe. Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? Jump! This is gonna hurt. Ooh, what a smart throw. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Who's gonna take it? Are you kidding me?
あ、雪
ああ
春。
いうプレイングオンコン
Clinches
ト
the
ロー
win!
ラー。
But that could have been anyone's game.
いやー、
Hey, we could have called that.
アミュージング。アーケードコントローラー。またそう、you can play by keyboard. パワードライブ。
I used to play Tekken Go a lot.
Oh! It's very similar. But so, Street Fighter series is original. Others are imitate.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Ready? Then show.
Yes.
Time for a beatdown. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Goes for the surprise rush in. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Checks with the projectile. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory.
チュンリーズ SO ホットフェアアイズハーブルーアウ
Shows
ト。
the overhead.
Yes, yes.
Absorbs the attack and fires back. Gets the jump in. Taking stock. Life lead opens up. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be.
Oh, no.
Fires a power wave! Well
So
timed.
suddenly,
Burnout
Kuragi.
activates. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. This is gonna be bad news. Player 2
No!
can't afford mistakes without that drive move. They need to rely on their instincts here. Player 1 just put themselves on equal footing in there.
Oh, no! So close!
Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Fight.
It's the drive. Who's going to start things off? Checks with a medium kick. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Player 2 has the meter lead. Okay, creating some space here.
The dome! Fires a power wave!
Going on the offensive? Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it?
Burnout activates! There's an overdrive art! Player 1 in dire straits with burnout!
Jumps? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range.
Blocks the low heavy and
Doing some quick planning?
jumps up. Have they noticed the drive gauge gap? Fires a power wave!
Both of our combatants are cooking up something.
Both fighters planning something? Throws them! Avoids getting brushes that off and keeps going. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 2 has gotta work some magic with his limit. Oh, burnout triggered! Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Connects with the throw. About 20 seconds left. Fires a power wave. Almost out of time.
Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it.
What now? Weird reads the throw and escapes. Power wave. Medium kick. Let's look uses their drive gauge. Only a little bit of the round ends as they do it. Protecting the life lead. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Crispy burnout. This is low heavy, but no go. Raises with power wave. Low heavy.
Still plenty of time left.
Fires a power wave.
Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it.
Totsugeki tuna phase. They're in range. We gonna see a jumping uses their drive gauge. Medium kick. Meets them air to air. Power wave. Pokes with a kick. Ooh, you never know what can happen here.
痛い痛い。
Let's lose the power wave.
Noticeable life lead is a comeback still
Absolutely relentless. Closes it out.
OK。
Player 2 faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that rundown. Sees the overhead coming. Checks with a medium kick. Fires a power wave.
still very early in the round. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? Goes for an overhead. All right. Okay, they trade hits. Projectile to try and change the situation. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could picks up the win with the counter hit.
Okay.
Looked like they were baiting their opponent into making a mistake. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their grounding.
Oh, burnout triggered! Player 2 in dire straits with burnout!
One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here?
The low heavy is denied!
You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range.
Gets in a Hagashi bomb for the critical arc!
No!
Player 2 is
Come
barely
back.
KO! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight!
Oh, it's the drive! Who's going to steal this win? Power wave! Pokes with a medium kick. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Anti-air in the clutch! What now? Let's lose the power knockdown! Here comes the mix-up! Somehow manages overhead attack! Okay, here we go! Nothing stops this train! Oh! Putting the cherry on top! Still alive? Still alive?
Chun-Li.
Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that.
ナイプレイワップはチュンリー先生。
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Manages to block the jump in attack. Rattles them with a spinning bird kick.
They block the overhead, and neither fighter can force the other to give up even an inch. Below heavy hits. Still slugging it out here. Overdrive. Gets the jump in. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match.
The low doesn't connect.
Oh.
Misses the drive impact.
Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Pulls off the parry in the corner.
Ah, no.
Takes a trip.
Finishes it with the anti-air. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Blocks the overhead. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Shows the medium kick. Grabs them.
A quick breather. What's their game plan here at this critical stage?
Player 1 has a slight life lead. Charges forward. Hits him with a stop and bob. The overhead connects. What'll happen here? Easily escapes that throw attempt. Smart play with the throw. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. They're laying into each other. Do they gamble something here on a drive move? Both absolutely refuse it. Oh, the drive impact hits for a punish.
Nice.
This is gonna kill.
He's a good player.
Flatline zone. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match.
Thank you so much, 先生に。So, I want to practice. コマンドリスト。コマンド装置。Yep. I don't know the okay.
Here comes a new
Oh.
challenger.
Judy. Very pretty.
HP maxed, side
My
quest
God.
done, and the skill tree's fully unlocked. Let's get it on.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Blocks the jump in. Goes for an overhead.
Knockdown. Low heavy hits, mix up incoming.
I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far.
Long low attack hits.
Taking stock.
Burnout activates. Fires a power wave. Big low attack to pick up the win this round. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Gets out of there with a backdash. Nails the crack shoot.
Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace.
Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. What'll happen here? Bumps up. Shows a medium kick. Fires a power wave. Pokes with a medium kick. Oh, could be the start of something. They are absolutely wailing on each other in the middle of the stage. Raises with power wave. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. This is the triggers the feng shui engine. The real Joe is coming out to play. Knockdown and nails the low block. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Great job in escaping that. There's a burnout. Okay, here we go. Player 1 can't use any water read.
Okay! Oh, double kill!
Fighters are down and out
So
for the
good!
KO.
Oh, oh,
Player 1
oh, can I get it? Oh,
delivers the
just
upset.
a
That's
double
one for
knockout.
the replays.
Round 1. Fight.
It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Creates an opening with a low heavy. Oh, could be the start of something.
Holds out with the block. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs.
Absorbs the attack and fires back. Okay, they trade hits. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Life lead opens up. That's some KO.
no.
Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure
Kawaii.
on. Overdrive art. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first.
Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon.
Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Nice counter.
All right, what's coming up next?
Fires a power wave.
This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their
Brushes that off and keeps going. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. One mistake here is all that's needed to finish the round. Raises with power wave. What'll happen here? Throws him. A trade.
No!
Jumps. Connects with the throw. Taking chunks out of each other here. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
あ、ジュリちゃんかわいい。
Here comes a new challenger.
ルーク。
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Yeah, many Chinese today. I don't know the reason.
Ready? Time for a beatdown. Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play.
tries to bait him with the projectile. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Burnout is triggered. Taking stock. Just capitalizes on every mistake and picks up the perfect KO.
aggressive.
Player
But
2
too
sets the
aggressive.
tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Turns it there, not letting up. Nice counter. Scrapping it out up close. Grabs and throws them away. Sandblast. Player 4, burnout triggered. Raises with power wave. Big throw. Jumps in. Oh, huge catch. Close range projectile. Crowns him from above. Goes airborne. They gotta dig down deep here. Oh, kisses the fireball. Player 2 made all the right moves. And this experience is only gonna make them stronger. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. That's a counter. Fires a power wave. Shoots off a fireball up close. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. They got to escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Takes the chance to hurt him. Grabs him. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strike. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes.
Know how to combo.
No more drive gauge. Can't tech the throw. Takes a trip. Player 1 in trouble with no drive. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Player 1 comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 2 with a big first
Yeah, I
round
could
pickup.
get the win.
Can they close it out? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first.
Hello.
Set off and keeps going.
Sorry now. I can't
What's
see
their
your
game
name.
plan here at this critical stage? Jump.
Oh
Super
no.
on deck for both fighters. Expect to see
I
some fire.
finally graduated.
Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Burnout activates. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. They exchange blows. Life lead is there. Crowns him from above.
No, I missed. Hi,
This is the
Seppo.
final round.
Oh,
Expect to see some fire.
congratulations. Yeah, study is very important.
Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Player 1 took that round comfortably.
Yeah.
No need to bring out the big guns yet. Hit them with a stop and pop. This can lead to some big damage.
Oh no no.
Super Archon turning it right up
Oh.
with a super. Takes him down with a tail right. Time for some ground and pound. Good. This is going
バストアイベールオンエントランスエグザム4
Drive rush.
Oh, really?
Fire throws that off. Are we gonna see a comeback here? A back throw for damage and vital positioning. Get it and whip. Put the fear of God in. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
How about next year?
It's not
I
over
have to
yet.
wait
Best
each
believe
year
it's time
again.
for that run back.
Oh,
Fires a power wave. Throws a fireball.
it's very strictly. But so, anyway,
Fighters continue to check
ganbare.
each other in the early going. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Neither fighter can force the other to give up even an inch. Big counter.
アイメストアップオンソロオンザミン
Ops
セ
for the throw.
Oh,
Taking stock. Gets the counter hit throw. Takes a trip. Checks him with a projectile. Throws him. What's next? Fires a power wave. Life lead opens up. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit.
No,
Player 1
pink
can't
damage.
use any more. Nice in there.
Okay.
Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
面接。
Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. Jump. Raises with power. Going on the offensive. Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Drive rush to keep it going.
Oh no.
Both fighters planning something? Medium kick. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Uses the gauge for a super arm.
かっこいい。
To pounce on this chance to go all in with Terry's rising fan. Their opponent's gonna have to crank this all in.
Counting on the super to do the job. Barely blocks the jump in. Player 1 is were they looking to connect with an overdrive arm from this situation?
I39 M クドマイボイヤーズオールドカズンフルエントリスキー
This is going to hit for a critical arm. You gotta imagine that this is not only gonna wreck their life bar, but also their nerves. What now?
Oh no.
What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters
I
gotta go
cooked
all
my
in from this
family's
point.
old cousin friendly. Oh! すごい。
Opens with knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Opts for the quick burn. Nails it. Barely blocks the jump in. Dangerous range here.
Blocks that off.
Player 2 has a big drive gauge lead.
Let's lose the power wave.
No.
Just frame knuckle.
Anti-air in the clutch.
Back and whiff. They're wide open.
Drops them hard. Player, huge chance at
Oh no 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 no.
Noticeable life lead is a comeback. The drive impact doesn't work. Just go for it. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? What now? Are you kidding me?
Okay.
Player 2
straight up outplayed them. Talk about
You can also master
It's not over
So-
yet. Let's believe it's time for that
your
comeback.
intelligence.
Bending that drive gauge. The dome. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're gonna eat tons of damage. No good up high. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Takes a trip. Player 1 can't let their drive gauges down. They need to find a way to reset the situation.
No.
Can't tech the throw. KO.
Okay.
Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Awesome. Zones with the fireball. Blocks the low heavy. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 2 has a slight life lead. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 1 is working with a better gauge.
No.
What can they do with it? Manages to block the jump-in attack. Denies the jump-in. Jumps in. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Watching each other carefully.
イ
Reads
ッ
the
トワズ
jump-in
ベリーイン
perfectly.
バランシングドリングスデー39 S グラジュア
Their spacing is so on point right now. But adds a bit of
オ
OD
ブア
spice.
ステリスク
Fires a power wave. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Escapes the corner. One chance here may end. Sets up with the jump in.
crashes out the cage right there.
Oh.
Shreds them with a critical arm.
Such a smart play to go for in this situation. Fighting back against the odds and giving them a chance to win this.
Who's gonna take it?
Okay, it burns out. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? A lot of pressure building up. A fireball.
It's a universal direct translation both in my Uber goods have a big hole. Never mind.
Off with a jump. Gotta do better than that.
Nothing stops this train.
Get carried to the corner.
It has also good memory.
Big damage.
rhythm, holding that pace. Both sides getting ready. Oh my god, they just choked it up. They're taking a step back to slow down. Oh, yo, Ross, super here. Okay, he's willing to risk it for the overdrive. Knocks them out of the air. Player 2 still has a chance, but it's going to be an uphill battle. Notable flatlines though. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. Another rematch. These two are really getting into it. Raises with power wave. Burnout. Let's get the tempo of the match you can.
Pressuring the situation with the charging. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Throws them to negate, takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. This stun might mean the end of this round. Alright, what's coming up next?
I missed the combo.
Side switch in the corner. Player 2 can't use any more drive. Okay.
I missed the combo.
Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Overdrive art? Are we going to see some fireworks here? Will this super art connect? The super doesn't hit! Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do
イ
with
ズタ
it?
ックスティルプレイングタブル
Check with a medium kick. Low heavy.
Yeah,
That's a bit of OG spice though. Ooh, what a smart throw. Raises with charges forward. Oh my god. What the heck? Were they looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation? That amazing never say die attitude got them the win.
Yes, yes.
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta
I
go all
played
in from this
PUBG
one.
with Tac even yesterday.
Uses their drive gauge. Power wave. Fires a power wave. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Manages to block the jump in attack. Okay, here punish counter sets the table. Player 2 is on the brink of disaster. How did they read that throw? Whip knocks them out of the air. Anti-air in the front. What are they gonna do? Amazing! Cross super art incoming. Only the best of players can come back from this. Quick medium poke. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. Taps him on the dome.
Oh,
Put the exclamation point on that with an OD art. Player props him hard. And that super closes in.
okay.
Player 2
So,
straight up outplayed them.
I also played with Tac almost every time.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Shows the medium kick.
OH ナイス
There's a smart rising tech.
Yeah.
Player 1 chases them down. What's the play here? Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Sticks the combo. Oh, easy tech. Well-timed corner switch. Goes in on the impact for nothing. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity.
ああいうフライング風プレイトゥナイト
Player 1
Yeah,
takes the round
I
like
want
a
to
thief
play
in the night.
PUBG
What else
today.
can they get away with?
Maybe I'll play tomorrow.
Jumps, throws them to negate the block.
OK
Pokes with a medium kick. Scrapping it out up close. Mac charges forward. Manages to block the jump in attack. Jumps up. Both fighters hit them with a stopping bomb. Drive gauge back.
Miss.
Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Fires a power wave. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Freezes with power wave. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Experiencing burnout. Knockdown and Oh, the throw connects. A real test of nerves here. Looking for a chance. Power away! Oh, could be the start of something. Let's loose the power. Low heavy, but no go. Checks with a medium kick. Are they going to be able to come back? Grab gets the tip with the low heavy. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Fight round. Fight.
The drive impact doesn't work. Drops them. Hits them with a stopping block. Manages to block. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Player one shoots their shot. Taps them on the toe. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their shoot. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. On the super. Not shy of one hit.
I could be getting this is number one combo.
Barely hanging on to their last bit of drop burnout, but they may have a plan here. Player one is in burnout state, a very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some major pressure. Crowns them from above. What are they gonna do? Fires a blast. A projectile to say get off. Player one has this is gonna hurt. These fighters vividly to some big damage. Ugh, take a seat. It's over. Player one is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while.
Even though
He really took it down to the wire.
I couldn't so the best
It's
combo,
not
but
over yet.
totally
Believe
I
it's
lost
time for
this
that
match.
run back. That's a counter. Hits them with a stopping block. Strings it all together. Player one is just about out of
ズ
drive
ック
after
スベリーコンプリケレティ
Managing
ッ
their
ド
drive gauge well here can
Yeah.
open up a lot of good chances
That,
for them
that was
later in the
perfect.
round. This
That's
is the range
this
that
big
is
shot for me.
Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Taking stock, and that attack ends.
Okay.
Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
So Street Fighter is very popular in Japan.
Sandblast. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Raises with power away. Player two kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Looking for a chance. Gets the combo. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Medium kick. Not close enough for the throw. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who and whiffs.
Unlucky.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
So Japanese playing this Street Fighter series more than 30
Ooh, it
years.
looks like they're waiting. It adds a bit of OD spice there. Goes for the jump in. Jumps. Fires a power. Excellent block. Impact squashed. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Player one is
not the
right up
beautiful.
with the soup. Takes them down with a tail right. Time for the ground and pound. Player
Have you
one
tried
with the
Mobile
rhythm.
Legend?
Huge chance after that wall.
Yeah, I have played it. That's so.
Player one gets
WILDRIFT
the win in a
is better
convincing
than
fashion.
so Mobile Legend. I like WILDRIFT better than
Not
Mobile
over
Legend.
yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Gets the jump in. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player one has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Grabs them. Knockdown. Drive gauge finally recovers. Taking stock. Jumps. Raises with power wave. They were not clear for takeoff. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
A trade, but they're not worried. Can't tech the throw. Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. They break things off to take a quick breather. Raises with power wave! Oh, they were looking for that overhead. Drive gauge gap here. Fires a power wave! Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Throws a fireball. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? They return to center stage. What'll happen here? Barely brushes that off and keeps going. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with experience and burnout.
No!
Both fighters they're going for the super art. Player 2 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range to win this round. Keys them out! What if it burns out? Will they go all in without drive? Oh, yo! Raw super here? Excellent read! Oh my god, what's gonna happen? Raw super makes it incredible! Player 2 made all the right
far.
moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger.
Okay, next, last. Oh, okay. No.
Thanks, bud. It's go time. Here comes a new challenger.
準備、おブルーアウトフィット。
This
Ah,
is
no,
gonna be
that's
a
not the
5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Ready? Then show me.
Time for a beatdown. Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Overdrive.
You need
The
break.
throw hits. Now the fun begins. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Both sides looking for an opening. Who's it gonna be? Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. The low kick connects. Throws him down.
No.
Takes a trip. That drive impact is blocked. Checks him with a projectile. Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Neither of them willing to back off here. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Alright, what's coming up next? Life lead opens up. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Player 2 chases them down. That was a huge stun. They need to capitalize on this chance and go in for the kill. Each hit is the Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Player 1 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Throws them. What's next? Springs forward with the drive rush. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be... just goes for it at this
No.
range. That's a counter.
No.
Dashes up. Drive rush to keep it going. Genius read. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Fires a power wave. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Blocks it. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Life blinks it.
No.
Power wave. Knockdown. Here comes the KO.
Oh.
Player
What should I
1
do?
brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Big counter.
Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Goes for the fire.
ハブユートライケで
Pushes the opponent into the corner.
Goes for the throw. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage.
Both sides backing off to form their game plan.
They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the
チン
corner.
チン
Sees the overhead coming and blocks it.
ザ・ヒーロー・オン・ザット・ゲレム
Long low attack hits. Throws him. What's next?
チン
Checks him with the projectile. Player 1 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? Each hit is so important here. Scrapping it out up close. What's the next move? Raises with power wave. KO.
OK
Player 2 wins the first round and is now riding a
Chin,
huge
chin.
wave of momentum.
チン
They've piled up the
That
knowledge.
similar
Now, how are
with
they going to use it?
you
Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Fires a power wave.
What's their game plan here at this critical stage?
Both fighters having a full suit experiencing burnout. Player
No,
1
no,
in dire
no, no.
straits with burnout. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Jumps. Barely picks a good spot to use the super. Are they dead off this super? It's too close to call. They're not dead. This fight's not in there.
I'm sleepy
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Adds a bit of OD spice. Fires a power wave. Raises with power wave. Both fighters are standing firm with plenty of health remaining. Player 2 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Throws them. Knockdown and smart play.
No, what?
Player turns down. Ooh,
No.
close. Nate, will this super art do anything? And they burn out in sync. This is gonna hurt. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Goes to the air. Changes the pace with a fireball. Player 2 needs to use their drive moves to have any chance of a comeback. Good parry. Noticeable life lead is an all-in with those.
No.
Done. Player 1 made some smart moves there. Great game.
OK and
Here comes a new challenger.
Judy. Judy the cutest. I love her.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Throws him. What's next? Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. And that attack ends them.
Okay.
Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Grabs them. Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Genius read! Shows the medium kick. Gets a risky button. Anthony! Quick breather. Yo, put that away. Scrapping it out up close. Fires a power wave. Big close. Turn out. Expect the tempo of the match to change. What'll happen here? KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Adds a bit of OD spice there. Medium kick hits. Barely blocks the jump in. A jump in? Player 2 with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? May connects with the throw. There's the counter we wanted. Absolutely relentless. Can they use their drive to stage a comeback? Slams on the brakes.
No. That was quick bomb.
Throws them. Oh, here we go. Noticeable life lead. Wrecks them. Here comes the boom. They are
かっこいい。Hey, so cool, right?
two. Really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. The jump in is denied. Fires a power wave. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. A battle of egos on display here as neither fighter wants to give up any ground. Checks with the projectile.
No.
Stays cool in counters. Knockdown. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Sticks the jump in. Getting into the end game now. It's getting tense. Fires up and closes out the round with a fire.
Okay.
Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Medium kick. Raises with power wave. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. What'll happen here? Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Scrapping it out up close. Burnout activates. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Just go to KO.
Okay.
Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
So cool.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. The grab misses. Okay, they trade hits. Charges in with authority. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Ooh, will they hit?
バット30
Or even
分
charge in?
S the
Tricky
best
territory.
job failure going to
Player 2
a
with the life
rogaito.
lead. Goes to the
Costa.
overdrive. With the life gap opening up,
Costa.
they need to lean hard on their drive usage. combo adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Knockdown. Player 1 chases them down in a dire situation. Gets them.
Player 2 takes a round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Can't protect the throw. Decides to buff up while they can.
Fires a power wave.
Charges forward. Throws out a projectile.
Raises with power wave. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Gotta be careful not to whip at this range.
Nice block on the overhead.
Dashes forward. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge.
No.
Bumps up. Fuha's there to give them even better returns on their investment. Jumps. Breaks the block with all the throw connects.
You've gotta be mindful.
Sets up with the jump in. Medium. There's a burnout. Player uses their drive gauge. The low. Let's loose the power weight. Closes it out. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Pokes with a medium kick.
The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. All right. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. The throw is escaped. Nice solid counter. Takes a trip. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Goes to the overdrive. Sticks the jump in. Taking stock. Life lead opens up. KO.
Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. With the throw. Raises with power weight. Shows the medium kick.
That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit.
Bumps up. Medium kick. Breaks the block with a throw. Still slugging it out at this range. But experiencing burnout. Just goes for it at this range. Fires a power wave. Perfect execution with KO.
Okay.
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Crowns him from above. Sets up with the jump in. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. Medium kick into. More fuel to the fire.
Oh.
Time for pleasure. Time for pain.
Big
As far as
damage.
jury's concerned, they're kind of the same. Player 2 can't use drive anymore. Power wave. Anticipated that throw. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. The low kick hits. They are in a real bad situation here. Finds the target. The projectile hits.
Okay.
Fantastic positioning on show during that round. Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No
So,
shortage of drama.
McDonald is
Another
pretty
rematch.
good, I
These two are
think.
really getting into it. Plus anti-air. Breaks those shins. Fires a power wave.
Still very early in the round. Somehow pushes
マ
back
クド
all
ナ
the
ルド
way to center stage.
39
What are you
Yeah.
thinking here?
So that system is very good, right? So if you can
Finds the time to
master
squeeze in the
it
buff.
in
The
Philippines,
Pumas
so
stock to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now.
you can move any
Shoots off a
country, right?
fireball up close. The jump in is denied. Did well to get the buff in. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Knocked down.
Oh, 空中投げ。
At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out.
The neutral game is very important. Takes a trip.
な
Nails
あなあ
the
なあ
anti-air.
なあなあ。
Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense.
Fires a power wave.
Player
イ
one
ズゼア A ジョブザット打数39 T スピ
Player
ークウィ
one
ズピー
picks
プル
up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
That's
Fires off
I So it's not good for mental.
Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be.
Raises with power wave. Creates an opening with a low heavy. Oh, burnout triggered. Knockdown and player 2 has a slight life lead.
One fighter's drive
Charges forward.
Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. A quick breather ends the meter, hoping for a good return.
Oh, is this it? Or are they still in this? They're not dead. This fight's not over. Are we gonna see a comeback here? This is so tense. Adds a bit of OD spice. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? What a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Solid anti-air. Dashes up. Raises with power wave. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Finds the target. Player 1 reads the jump in perfectly. Loads up above. All stocked up. Where's the full hop gonna come into play? Oh, the throw connects. What's next? Looking for a hole. Here comes Rosum. What now? The jump in is denied. Power wave. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Who's going to take
what?
Turn out, but they may have a plan here. Oh my god, what a throw tech. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Got him big. This time to bust it. Are you kidding me? Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
It's pretty good.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Connects with the throw. There's an overdrive on it. Can't tech the throw. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something.
knockdown. Player 1 has the life lead. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Big counter. Knockdown. Heading into the end game now. It's
Oh,
for the
no.
throw to close it out. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Did well to get the buff in there.
Fires a power wave.
Sticks the jump in. Player 1 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum?
Cracks the dome.
You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range.
Super art on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Medium kick hit. Experiencing burnout. Uses the gauge for a super art.
No!
Yo, are they actually dead? Still in it with the sliver.
What?
Check the throw.
I have
Player
jealous.
1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready.
Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Gets a chance at that jump in. Player 1 with the life lead. Throws him down. Takes a trip. They're not afraid to let the overdrive art fly, even when their drive gauge isn't topped off. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Drive lead opens up. Reads their mind and techs the throw.
This is the perfect range to going on the offensive. Checks with a medium kick. Barely blocks the jump in. Blocks it.
Throws them. What's next? Heats it up with a combo into super.
Going in. Player 2 just put themselves on it. Comes from behind to
Okay.
pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 2 with a good start to the fight. But can they keep it up? The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now?
throws them to negate the block. Still very early in the round.
Raises with power win!
They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan.
Tension ring hits
Oh, what?
gets a risky bump.
Both fighters planning something?
They continue to battle it out in the middle of the stage.
Both fighters are low on drive. What'll they use it on?
Medium kick.
No, I missed it.
Hits up the counter. Ah, burnout activates.
Looks like super art? Hanging on for dear life.
Love tap to close. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Uses their drive gauge.
Medium kick hits.
Buffs up. All the throw connects.
Player one ends the meter, hoping for a good return.
Sends it all like a super. Not shy one bit about it. Not wasting any time spending that meter. Both fighters need to get some meter. Closes in, throw is denied. What a read. Let's lose the power weight. Player one can't let this sim connect with the throw. Taking chunks out of each other here. Player one wants clutch anti-air. Quick medium poke. I can't. Oh, what do you mean? Guys, what the? Are you kidding me? Player one is gonna be watching
anyway,
replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
I wanted to practice. Difficult. お手本。What is drive party? I'm really beginner. Drive party. Now I'm searching drive party. Yeah, it's drive party. Drive party too. あ、強キック。違う。おっ、あはは、そうか。あ、そうか。Yeah, anyway, I'm tired. Can I end this stream? Anyway, so I wanted to clear all of Terry's class. Yeah, anyway, thank you for coming this channel. I end this stream. See you next. またね。
またね。
ありがとう。
ありがとう。
Dhanyawad. Terima kasih. Salamat po. Film lenge. Sampai jumpa lagi. And Sebo, congratulations. So, you can do it next year. So, continue to run hard. So, it helps you. Yeah, anyway, thanks. Have a nice day. Have a nice dream.